wins it for Toronto in sudden death overtime.
Well, that's been a story all year. Allie Houston making a big save. Judy Diddick, what a heads-up play. A 2-on-0 here. Kristen Haig and Danielle Bourgeois. Pretty scary sight for Coach Karen Hughes. And Allie Houston comes up with a big save for her teammates there.
She's been given a new life in her last game of her OUA career. And she's obviously looking to make the most of that. Play along the far boards, kept in by Alberta, dumped into the near corner. Laska comes up with it. Here comes Deanna Lo-Cicero. Lo-Cicero into the corner. Has McCutcheon in front. And Pagnello. McCutcheon back of the net working against Barry. She takes it away from her. Barry circles back. And she'll leave it for Carol Scheibel. Alberta starts out. Sophia Muaruma across to Laska. Laska makes a nice move. Here comes Toronto. Laska over the line. Susie Laska right in and finally knocked down, but more pressure. It's still loose. They're banging away, and Redmaster has it. Lost her mask and everything. Great chances at both ends as both teams are going for the kill shot. They don't want this thing to drag out, Cassie.
Well, a great chance, great rush here by Susie Laska. How nice would it be for her to score the game-winning goal in her last game? There you see Caldwell in front, everyone crashing the net. Robin Rittmaster loses her helmet in the cause, but she makes the save nonetheless. Good job and a good rush there by Susie Laska.
Face off to the left of Rittmaster, won by Toronto. Devereaux with a good hard low shot. Puck bouncing around in the slot there. Toronto still has it. Crookless turns and shoots a weak one that Rittmaster has. And for a game that started off, well, very slowly in the first period, turned into a pretty entertaining championship game here between two quality teams. A good advertisement for CIS women's hockey.
Well, there's no question about that. The talent level in the pool in the CIS hockey has really improved, especially over the last couple years.
Another big face-off win for Toronto. Malcher into the slot. Here's 7 as Rittmaster way out of her net. Back to the line, Devereaux. Rittmaster's back in there. Savin again with McRae and Todd. McRae into the corner. Jenny McRae turns and puts it back towards the corner. Diddick is there, being watched by Savin. And now Toronto has the momentum. Malcher flips it in. Diddick handles that. Judy Diddick flips it in there. Devereaux being watched by Bourgeois. McCutcheon tried to get it to Pagnello. And here's Muaruma being watched by Shupak. Sophia Muaruma. There's a turnover to Haig. Bourgeois was lurking, so is Shupak. Toronto comes out. Pagnello has it bounce off her skates. Scheibel banks it off the boards. Kristen Haig has it now. Haig turns, and she's got Skelding. Skelding's got some help. Fjeld right in front. Scores! Taryn Fjeld is a hero for Alberta. The defending champs have done it again in sudden death overtime.
Well, for most of this overtime period, it's really been all of U of T. They've been in the zone, the Panda zone, creating a lot of chances. But this chance here is created by a 2-on-1 and a great show of speed by Fjeld as she drives to the net, gets a super pass from Skelding. Here you're going to see it, a 2-on-1. The back checkers from University of Toronto don't pick up Fjeld as she's going to the net. She makes no mistake about this one, puts it past Allie Houston, and what a great heads-up play by Skelding as she puts it over to Fjeld. And wow, this game is over, but that was a heck of an overtime period and finished with a great goal by Fjeld.
Taryn Fjeld, 23 years old from Grimshaw, Alberta. This is her first year playing for the University of Alberta. She played the last 2 seasons for the Saskatchewan Huskies, but I think she's cemented her spot in the annals of this team anyway. She scores the goal to give them their back-to-back national championship and their 3rd in 4 years, an ultimate heartbreak. What a killer of a way for a great career to end for a person who's had a fantastic career at the University of Toronto, Allie Houston.
You can see the disappointment on their faces after being down 2 goals. They come back, they tie it up. They played great in the overtime period and really dominated, and one bad break for them, and they lose this championship. And now there's still only 2 teams that have won this championship 2 times. The Alberta Pandas now winning it 3 times, and Concordia Stingers, who won the first 2 championships in CIS women's hockey.
Handshakes all around after a great show. 5-4 Alberta final.
The 2003 CIS Women's Hockey Championship.